This is our quick little video of how to use our motorhome. We've got a little cotter pin key here to open up the hood. Very simple. You shouldn't have to open the hood, but if you're going to check fluids on your road trip, this is how you do that. You got a little bar to put down here. You've got your coolant right here. You've got two different batteries in here. Show them close to the batteries. This one is for the generator and this one is for the motor. If they go dead, you can jump one to the other. There's also a button inside. I'll show you that as well. But you shouldn't have to be in here much, but just in case, that's how you get this open. We're going to work our way around and show you the other compartments. The first compartment on the driver's side is going to be the propane tank. As you can see, it's half full right now. You shouldn't use a lot of propane. That's for hot water and for the cooking stove. This is your on and off valve. Right now it is on. Turn to the right, it'll say to close it. The next compartment that we have here is the generator. This is the unit that you're going to power the motorhome, run your air conditioner. If you have to check, there is a little fuse over here that sometimes will go bad. This is to start it, but you'll start it from the inside of the motorhome. I'll show you that as well. But if you need to start it from the outside, you can start it here. Next compartment here, this is a very crucial part of the motorhome. This is the hose for dumping the motorhome for your black water and for your solids. Next compartment here is your power cord. This is a 220 power cord that you're going to plug into a park when you're there at the campground. You're going to unplug it from the house and you're going to plug it into the campground. There's also an adapter if you need it. It's about a 20-foot cord. But you must remember, when you leave the campground, you have to plug it back into the motorhome or else your motorhome won't have power. There's a small key that opens these compartments. There's the two round ones, the gold one and the silver one, that open the different compartments. The next compartment's for your fuel. You're going to have the little key to open your fuel tank. Your fuel is going to open up, and in the fuel, it doesn't flow really fast. So you have to kind of keep the gas, the gas lever at a lower pace because it'll have air and it'll stop it. This is your city water connection. So when you're at the campground, you hook up your hose, which we have in the other compartment, for your fresh water, for your showers, your sinks, all that stuff for when you're at the campground. This part right here is very important for how to dump the unit. You have a sewer hose. You shouldn't have to use that. Right here you have the main hub. Can you see it? Right inside here you'll see this hub. You can go down underneath if you want. There's a cap that you take off. You just turn the cap and you take that off. And that hose will have the same adapter. You hook that on, you set it down in the sewer, and you pull both of these valves. One's for your liquids, one's for your solids. You'll be able to notice the hose will stop moving when you're done. Spray that off, spray your hose off when you're done. Moving around the back, we've got a full compartment in the back there for storage. We've got a little firewood there. Good storage for your suitcases in the back there. Obviously the ladder brings you up there. Over around the other side, this is the hot water heater. So this will get hot if you're running the heater or the hot water heater inside. This here is for your portable water tank. So you can fill this up. It holds probably 50 gallons of water. That's for when you're on the road, you need to flush the toilets and use the sink. Next compartment we have over here is just storage. I always keep a set of booster cables, the hose for your hookup at the campground, the electrical cord, everything's in there. In this front one, you're gonna have a few chairs, some extra power steering fluid, miscellaneous stuff in there. Above us, whoops, sorry Quinn. Above us is the awning. There's a little switch that you flip up there. There's a bar inside that you'll pull this. This is a new awning. So you'll pull that awning out. It's very easy to use for when you're there at the campground. Let's go inside and look at it. The first thing you're gonna notice when you come in the door is a red switch. You have to have that switch on in order to have power to the motorhome. Power to your generator, power to everything. So that'll be able to allow you to turn your lights on. That's going to power onto your fridge. That's going to power all your different miscellaneous items. If you're going to run a lot of power in air conditioner, you need to turn the generator on. Quick tour of the motorhome. You've got your full bathroom facilities. In the bathroom facilities is an important switch right here, and that's going to be your water pump. That's for turning your water pump on and your water heater on. You can also check your battery life. So right here we got half battery, fresh water's 3/4 full, gray water's nothing, black water nothing. There's your small sink. The toilet, how to use the toilet. This is an important part here. Open it up there, use that. But on the side you're going to notice there's a flush and rinse. Usually you flush with both of them. Keep the lid down when you're flushing because it tends to spray. There is a bathroom fan if you need there with a switch as well. Lots of storage. You got your bed in the back. The most important stuff is pretty much all at the front of the hub. This couch folds into a sofa sleeper. How you do that, you're going to take that, lift up the front side, folds right down to a full sleeper. Fold it right back up the same way. The gas stove. This is an LP stove hooked up to that propane outside there. You've got the right front burner. Flip it to light and high, and then you'll turn your spark switch on there. And that should light up. Let's do the front here for you. You can hear the gas coming, and you turn the spark on, and that'll fire up for you to cook. Just turn it off, just turn your valve off. You've got a light and a fan here, microwave, everything's self-explanatory. We're heading to the front. This is the most important part of the motorhome. You've got the longest key to start it. Once you start it, you're going to have your headlights. And one of the most important things up here to know how to do is to turn on your generator. It's going to say Gen Start Stop. Press the top. That's going to fire up your generator, and that is going to power the whole house. So the whole thing is running now. Your air conditioner's kicked on. You've got all the power you need. About half the time we use it, the generator's running. Up front, the other switches you've got your map lights for in the front, so them will turn on up there. And then you've got your fans for kicking off a little more AC and a little more air for you up front. You've got your normal AC, everything's there.
That is going.
For the television, up in the top right cabinet, there's all the components with a little DVD player to hook up to the television there. All the components plug right into the side. In your top left cabinet, you're going to have your registration card, your insurance card, everything like that will be in there, just in case you happen to get pulled over. Between the two chairs, you have a drop leaf table that folds up right in this little compartment. You can pull that out, flip it out, and that's always there for you. There's that bar that you'll use for pulling the awning out that sits behind the chairs. I think that's about it, other than the refrigerator. You'll notice the refrigerator, when you have it turned on, it's going to say it's either using AC or gas, right? Just leave it on auto. And this is the cold setting. It will stay cold. The only thing you need to remember is, for the most part, you need the generator running to keep the refrigerator cooling. Because if you just have it running on with the power of the red on, it'll run your battery dead. So when you're parked at night, either have it plugged into the camp or have the generator running.